can I grab your bush?
Yeah, man, go for it.
Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too?
Sure, bro. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your bush today.
Dire warning to Hamas. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. President Trump says the terror group will face, in his words, complete obliteration if it fails to agree to and implement a Gaza peace plan. Those talks begin tomorrow in Egypt. Fox's Steve Harrigan has details from Tel Aviv.
Even ahead of those talks, Israeli officials expressing real optimism that the hostages will be released and will be coming home within the very next few days. In the meantime, Marco Rubio, U.S. Secretary of State, on Fox News Sunday this morning, coming out and saying the real challenges could happen after the hostages are freed.
The second part of this, and it's going to be a much tougher part of it, is what happens after that? Who's going to run Gaza moving forward? It can't be Hamas. It can't be a terrorist organization. It has to be governed, and the details on that part of the deal are going to be difficult to work through.
Emotions here in Israel running high. More than 120,000 people came out last night to try and show their support for the return of the hostages. Many saying it's the first time in the past 2 years they felt some hope that it could happen soon.
President Trump's threatening to lay off federal employees if the shutdown continues too long. Democrats blame the GOP for refusing to negotiate, but Speaker Mike Johnson on CBS's Face the Nation says they can do that once the government is reopened.
We need a little more time on the clock to finish the appropriations process. We have plenty of time to debate that very complicated issue. It's not a simple one.
Democrats are pushing to restore health care tax credits, though.
He's more interested in protecting the Epstein files than protecting the American people from the health care crisis.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer on CBS's Face the Nation. Police in Montgomery, Alabama say a teenager and a woman were killed in a mass shooting last night that also injured 12 people, 5 critically. The shooting happened in a group of people, and they believe a 14-year-old was a target. America's listening to Fox News.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. News.
Things got heated last night in Chicago between protesters and federal agents following the shooting of a woman agents say tried to ram them with her car early Saturday morning.
Anti-ICE protesters were throwing objects, ICE agents and vehicles. Law enforcement deployed tear gas to break up the violent crowd. ICE, CBP, and FBI agents were all at the scene, and at one point, anti-ICE protesters attempted to block a major roadway in Broadview, Illinois. State troopers made several arrests after that incident. Also, federal authorities say Border Patrol law enforcement officers were ambushed by domestic terrorists who rammed federal agents with their vehicles and boxed them in with their cars the night before in Broadview, Illinois, that same area where anti-ICE protesters have been gathering for weeks.
Fox's Christina Coleman reporting the driver who was shot is in federal custody. President Trump says the U.S. is at war with drug cartels and has been attacking boats and sinking them off the coast of Venezuela that were allegedly smuggling drugs. Secretary of State Marco Rubio tells Fox News.
There are drugs that are not in the streets of the United States right now because of what President Trump and his administration is doing.
Critics argue the military strikes are unlawful without congressional authorization. Attorney General Pam Bondi says she plans to appeal after a judge gave a lenient sentence to a person who pleaded guilty to planning to assassinate Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh.
The DOJ wanted to lock up this would-be assassin for at least 30 years, but the judge sentenced the 29-year-old man, who is now transitioning to a female, to only 8 years. For weeks leading up to the incident, Nicholas Roski, who now goes by Sophie, did a lot of planning. He wanted to kill Kavanaugh over the Dobbs decision.
Fox Business's Madison Scarpino reporting. And Taylor Swift's new film tops the weekend box office with $33 million. I'm Carmen Roberts. This is Fox News.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
As the day unfolds with laughter and cheer, Brad's got the magic that brings us all near. Sharing tales of hope, dreams that shine bright. Good morning, Marianas. Together we ignite. So join the palm trees. We dance through the days. With rhythm and soul in so many ways. Together we rise. Through the moments we share. Good morning, Marianas. Feel the love everywhere. Wake up to the sunshine in the morning light. Good vibes all around. Everything feels right. Brad on the show, bringing joy to our day. Into the Marianas breeze. Let the world
morning, Marianas, and welcome back to the studio. Oh, my gosh. I mean, it feels like I haven't been home in forever, but that's all right. We are back, and we are enjoying a beautiful Monday morning here in Saipan. It's gorgeous outside. Cannot beat it at all, and there's no place like home. Click those heels, Dorothy. It's 81 degrees outside right now. It's beautiful. It's 88% humidity up there at the Saipan International Airport, and what are we looking at for today? Not too shabby. That's right. We're looking at scattered showers mainly after lunch. Partly sunny skies, high near 87. Winds out of the south, 7 to 9 miles per hour, and a 30% chance of rain, which means it's probably gonna rain right now. So get ready. At some point, it's gonna happen. Tomorrow, though, the wind's really gonna pick up. Looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms. Oh my goodness. Mostly cloudy skies, high near 86. Gonna be breezy, 16 to 22 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 30. So hang on to your toupees, or as my daughter calls them, Tupacs. I don't know why. I just know that she does. Anyway, chance of rain tomorrow is 50%, which means it's going to rain. Hey, checking you guys out in the comments already. Want to say good morning to Tobot Castro, the tip man from Dan, and Luisa Cabrera. She's got a big news flash for us. She says, at tomorrow night's game, Cards and the A's, the U15 national team will have a 50-50 raffle. That's right. So you can come out and support them because they're going to be going out there and competing in Guam. And a 50-50 raffle is great. You know how that works? If they get $1,000 of tickets sold, $500 goes to them. $500 could go to you if you have that lucky ticket number that's pulled. So sounds like a great idea to come out, not only watch some great baseball, but you can support the U15 national team. Just come on out and do that. As I press a button, as I cough real quick. Not too bad, right? My voice truly is a little beat up from the weekend. We had such a great time over there in Guam, and I want to say congratulations to Landon and Brandon and the team over at Tower for Humanity for completing the link. It looks amazing. The construction event was also amazing. We're going to show you some photos of that as well. But we had such a great time having some great interviews with some great folks, knowing how hard that they work and that they're able to channel their passions into something that can really benefit the community. And that's going to be kind of a theme for our show today, because we have someone who's in studio sitting to my left right now who's doing that exact same thing. And it's a wonderful thing to be able to do it. And hopefully, if you got yourself going in the right direction in life, you'll be able to do that too. What else is going on? Well, I'll tell you what. We got traffic. So let's take a quick look at our morning traffic while you guys are out there. Ooh, actually, I like that one, but we're going to go with this instead. All right, guys, let's take a look at traffic, because we know that you got places you need to go this morning, and it's not always easy out there in the mean streets of Saipan. But I'll tell you what, after being out there for a few days, I can tell you it's a lot easier than driving around at rush hour in Guam. Well, this is what we're looking at right now. It's not too bad over there by Shell Dandan. You would think it'd be worse, and you would be wrong. But there is traffic all the way from San Vicente all the way down to NMC. You don't normally see the secondary roads and tertiary roads covered up, but they are. That can tell you how many people are trying to get to NMC right now off of the CMG. I didn't even know that street was Chalantun Antonia Apa. Why? Because I don't really pay attention to all the names of all the roads in Saipan. When I got here, there were no roads. There was Beach Road, and there's Middle Road, and Back Island Road, and that's it. Now we got real street signs. It's hard to keep up, man. Well, let's keep up with traffic. Over there by the intersection that matters at the place where connections matter, IT&E, you can see that there's quite a lot of people trying to make their way up to that light and maybe head over on Middle Road. It's definitely slow on the other end of it, over there by Beach Road as well. And speaking of Beach Road, let's keep heading back down. Over there by Mount Carmel, kids trying to get into school as fast as they can. It's probably those late seniors, or maybe it's the parents trying to drop out their kids. But either way, there's a bunch of folks there. Over there by Hopwood as well, kids trying to get dropped off, probably the late bunch. Sorry, Louisa, is that you? Are you one of the late ones? Over there by Guangdong Hardware, there's some folks trying to make their way up the hill. And heading down the street a little bit further, Tunawakin Doi on Chalmonseñor Martinez intersection's a little bit slow, and now you can start to really see the traffic build up all the way down from Shell gas station, on making its way to Maddie's Barbecue. It's not there yet, but it's on the way. The home of the Canaries. Everything in San Vicente looking pretty good. It's a little bit slow, though, coming down the hill as folks getting that slowdown by Nativu Drive. I'm telling you, that's not the place you want to be speeding, folks. You want to take your time when you're going past San Vicente Elementary School. You might get a flock of canaries coming and attack you and tell you to slow down. But they'll say it with smiles on their face because San Vicente, it's awesome. All right, making their way down the hill into where East Drive meets Middle Road at the base, lower base. And it's not too bad over there either. But where it does start to pick up is when you get closer to Garapan over by the pickleball, volleyball. Well, no volleyball. By the pickleball tennis courts area, it is definitely slow in both directions. And it gets even slower when you get over by JG Sablon Ice. That intersection is backing people up almost all the way to 99 cents. There's a little respite, but not much. And when you get over there by the museum, man, it is slow in every direction. That intersection is slowing you down. How about by the courthouse? Yes, that intersection of Gualarai is very slow. All right. Everything else is looking pretty good. All the way down back to I-10E on Middle Road. Yeah. So that's your first look at traffic. You know, you would not even have to deal with any of that traffic if you just hopped on the blue line and with Transit CNMI. Transit CNMI getting you everywhere you need to go for just $2. $2. That's a smoking deal. You know what? It's an even better deal if you're a student, a veteran, active duty military, a Manamco, or you got a disability. It's only $1 then. Yeah, for real. And you got to love it. From 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 p.m., Monday through Friday, they can get you where you need to go on the blue line. The weekends and holidays, 6:30 in the morning to 8 p.m. Again, only $1 if you've got a disability, you're Manamco, active duty military, veterans, or students. Anyone else can take the ride for $2, but hey, you get the special deal. Remember, you can't make change. You got to pay an exact change. If you want to find out more about them, check them out at their social media at Transit CNMI or give them a call at 236-2682. It's the blue line operating everywhere from Garapan down to Coblerville and everywhere in between. You got to love it. There's 2 buses right now. One's over there by Mount Carmel. One's heading north on Beach Road. It's in between National Office Supply and Cristo Rye. And then there's one waiting in the wings over around the corner from us. Just in case something happens, they're ready to spring into action. And right now, though, they're doing pretty good. They've won awards. They're the best in the nation. But we've got them here, and we love them for transportation. Yep, I know. I can already hear your groans. That's what you get. You get some entertainment and some bad puns. That's how we roll. That's it. That's what you get. You're in the right place for all that stuff. Hey, anyway, we got some great news. I want to say before we really get going into everything, we had a great time for Oktoberfest in Tinian over the weekend. We were in Tinian for the Triple J 5K Bubble Color Run. It was the first one that they've done in Tinian. And, oh, my God, there were so many people out there. You know, Tinian, it was almost like 10% of the population was out there. I'm not kidding. It was a massive amount of people that were out there for this event, and it was so much fun. Got a little bit of time to rest and recover, and then at night was Oktoberfest, the 3rd annual Triple J Tinian Oktoberfest celebration. But this time it wasn't just Triple J. The mayor's office, the municipality, all the folks got behind it. It was at the Tinian Fiesta grounds, and it was incredible. Had so much fun. The contests were great. The games were great. The food and the beverages, authentic German food, authentic German beer. Man, and the costumes. So many people were all dressed up when they came out not last night, but Saturday night. And it was great. And thanks to Star Marianas, we brought the fam across. Thanks to Sean, brought Kathy and the kids over, and we had so much fun. Woke up early on Sunday and went down to Taga Beach. And just the water was perfect. You could just float in the water. You could jump off the cliff. There's really like no current, anything. It was just about as perfect as a day as you can have it. And then when we were getting out, James Manglonia was there. And he was doing rotisserie chicken right there at the beach. I'm like, you got to be kidding. So he's like, here, Brad, let's do this. What do you think about a Michelob Ultra? I'm like, I think that sounds great in the morning and today. And he's like, grab some of that chicken, grab some of the skin. I'm like, I got it. This is great. And had some some great stuff there. Had some great food over at Bar K. Oh my God. Split the Bob's Big Burger with my daughter. I did not need a whole burger. That thing was massive. And then, but we also got plenty of food over at JC Cafe. Like our family over there at JC Cafe. I loved seeing everybody. And the food was great. The breakfast was amazing. And it's the first time, because we had so much food there, that we didn't bring butter chicken home with us. I know, sounds like blasphemy, but that's how it worked out. Well, we have so much to get to today, and we got a little bit of time, because today there's going to be a press. Today is a serious day of press conferences, and I'll give you a little update for all this stuff. But today at 9 o'clock, we're going to be just down the street in Garapan at the Horiguchi building. The Commonwealth Medicaid Agency is holding a press conference, so we're going to be down there for them. We've got a meeting right after with Commonwealth Cancer Association, and then we've got a press conference. We're going to be live again for you with the Governor's Council of Economic Advisors at 11:30. And I know we got something in the afternoon too. Hold on. I'm going to tell you what it is, and then we're going to get going to way more exciting stuff. Because today, today's the day you got to stay charged all day. You have to have your stuff, all your gear, charged and ready to go all day. Where is it? Oh, yeah, with the mayor's office. We're going to be over there as well on Capitol Hill. They're going to be doing a shared, the public-private partnership where the mayor's been getting businesses involved for cleaning up and adopting a place and all that stuff. So they're going to have the Marianas Surf Skate League out there taking care of the volleyball court. So we'll be up there for that at 2 o'clock as well. Maybe we'll have time to take a breath at some point. That'll be fun. But this is just one of those days. Then, of course, we'll be continuing to give you guys updates. We'll be putting the stuff up there. Our intern, John, will be back in here today putting stuff up all day long as well. And, man, I'll tell you, the other thing is sprucing up our studio. If you guys haven't been here for a while, it's going to look a little different when you get in. Right now, though, it was a complete disaster this morning as I made my way in. And I'm like, all right, good. It's going to be a nice, easy morning. Fun fact, no, I have a great guest in studio today, and that's not just great for me, that's great for you, because you get to see Miss Marianas in studio with us right now. Is this the coolest thing ever?
You always just boost my ego. I love it. I should come here more often.
You should. I'm serious. It was like having someone come over to your house when you are not ready for them. That's what I felt like this morning. I'm like, oh crap, my place was not ready. It was not fancy looking, clean, and all that stuff. It's getting there.
It's better than mine. I'll reassure you there.
I love it. Well, I have less dogs for sure. Oh, you heard us talking about Tinian. Yes. So I was really seriously considering bringing this dog home from Tinian. Yeah. Clearly, it was a dog that was owned by somebody before, right? And I heard he was a little chubber before, but now he's kind of skinny. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, so that means he's not being as well taken care of. We can get, maybe he's got Ehrlichia going on or something. Even the way he walked, he looked like a proper gentleman. And this little chubby dog, who you can see he used to be chubby, he still got it in the face. And he was just the sweetest guy. He just hangs out waiting by the lobby for food and all that stuff.
He knows where to be.
Oh, yeah. You're probably catching a little bit of that aircon, too. And but I thought about it. And everyone talked about that dog. Oh, everyone has a different name for that dog. And I'm like, I almost feel like he belongs to everybody over there. Like, I don't know if we took him home. Yeah. Like, if we took him home, I don't know. But, yeah. Anyway, it was great. But I thought about you when we were doing it. I'm like, oh, we're gonna tell you all about our Tinian dog. But it turns out we're still with two Saipan dogs.
That's good. It's
Boonies.
A slippery slope.
Oh, I have seen some of your videos. And I love the before and after videos.
Thank you. Me too. Those are my favorite.
They are so great. You see these like mangy looking puppies, which seems like you're like insulting. You mangy dog, but you see these dogs that don't look like recognizable at all after they get some love and care.
Yes.
They totally.
It's amazing.
It's like a flower. It's like you plant this nasty looking seed into the ground, and this beautiful flower grows that is this puppy.
We always love making bets when you have a completely hairless dog of
What
what
color?
color they're going to be, because it's so fun to watch.
All right, well, Aria, thanks for coming back again.
Thanks
first
for
of all,
having
this
me,
is great.
even though I surprised you a little bit. But.
You did, and that's my fault. I could tell you that I know you operate every day thinking, man, Brad's so perfect. He's got everything down. I know. We'll pull back the curtain a little bit. There's a couple things I missed. This one, I think I put it on the wrong calendar, or I put it on the wrong date. So, like, when you walked in, I'm like, oh, John's here. Or, that's not John. That's clearly not John. And,
well, you rolled with the punches. We're here.
Yeah, I was able to clean up and everything too, so it worked out great. Yeah. But let's talk about you and what you got going on. I know you've got a trip coming up this year. It's like the major event. But let's start from scratch. What's going on?
It's definitely coming up fast. I leave October 20th to Manila.
So fast.
I know. It really...
2 weeks.
I'm a little bit nervous with how fast it's going. In the meantime, I've been training as much as I can. But, there's a lot to catch up on. So that's been interesting, to say the least. And then just thinking about being in Manila is going to be such an amazing trip. Of course, I said last time I've never been, so that'll be one thing in itself. And then they're setting us up in this crazy hotel, I hear. Oh. And so that'll definitely be fun. I think it's called Okada. And so,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have heard about this place. I don't know if, and it's not from when the last time you told me. Like, I literally have heard about this place, that it's pretty amazing.
We'll see. I'm definitely excited for that. But mostly I'm excited for the community events that I'm sure they'll have us doing in Manila and throughout the city and maybe even elsewhere. So that'll be fun. I've heard there's some events at schools and government buildings and environmental things. So that'll be exciting. And then if anybody here is interested in keeping up with that, they can follow any Miss Earth page and it'll be featured while I'm gone.
Awesome. All right, so let's talk about some of that training. You're walking with like more and more books on your head now.
Pretty much.
Really?
It's kind of exactly what you would imagine of, I'm out there every day with this wonderful man who has offered to mentor me and Mama Ernie. And he has me in heels, strutting up and down, just random Pala here on Saipan, whichever one's open that we can find. And it's been a really cool and funny experience because it is kind of exactly how you imagine of, straighten your leg there, turn your toe that way, stand up straighter, shoulders back. It's a lot. So I'm learning.
My goodness. And so so my son's great. I talk to him about posture all the time. Like, hey, how you're sitting. I'm like, come on, let's do this. He's like, all right. And then he gets us overinflated. I'm like, just relax. You can still relax and have good posture at the same time.
Well, my dad was the same way. Growing up, he literally had a secret code word so that he could secretly yell at us in public to straighten our backs.
Really?
It was bubble gum, in case you're wondering.
Nice. I like this technique. This is awesome. I usually do it just for funny stuff, like joke stuff. Like, they'll know. Like, if all of a sudden we're like, my name is Jeff, or something like that. It's just laughing for nothing, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so your training is down. You got 2 weeks left here, and you got to go to the Philippines, and you have to acclimate and everything too.
Yes.
And probably have a full slate event. Like you said, you're going to be going to like schools and stuff?
I know. I'm going to have to act like you and be up at the crack of dawn and functioning. So that'll be interesting, but I'm excited, and I'm sure I can do it. I'll adapt.
I'm sure you can do it. So what else do you have going on with all this stuff?
So October 20th is when I leave, and then just this past week we had all of my Miss Earth videos kind of go out to the public and then to the judges as well. So they had us make our videos, each contestant from their own country, which I hear there's about 100 that are going to be participating. So I know. Wow. They had us each make these introduction videos, basically introducing ourselves, our family, our home, and then as well as our passion videos and our environmental, advocacy, and send those into the judges. And those have been posted on the Miss Earth YouTube if anybody's interested in watching.
I think we're all interested.
And it was pretty fun. It was definitely hard to fit, everything that Saipan is, and then everything that I do myself into a 1-minute video. So that was a struggle to just narrow everything down and show what I wanted to show, but it was fun.
Yeah, what makes the cut? Like, how do you decide, or do you decide, or do they decide for you?
It's one of those things where I've realized I have to be at peace of whatever goes out there that I am in, because I have no decision making over what is shown or what is played or how it's edited. So I just say what I would like to say, and I hope that it all falls into line when it goes out there, and it seems like it has.
All right, well, they've got apparently different batches of contestants for all these things. Do you know which batch video that you're in?
I should be in the latest one.
Is that the third batch?
Find that.
I see 10 hours ago is the most recent one.
Maybe the second latest.
All right, so now I got to go to Miss Earth Official. I'm afraid to subscribe to it because of how all of my search histories are going to change.
Yes, the algorithm will get you.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm going to get all these like entertainment news. Come on down. Like, I'm not a big here's second batch.
Yeah, let me see.
And how do they pick the 4 who are on here? Are these like from last year? Yeah, that's 2024.
I'm assuming those have to be from
That's from last year. I could see the sash.
Yes.
2024. All right, does it say the names on this one? Who's going to be in there? I don't know. Let's find out.
Let me help you out.
We are checking this out right now. Let's see.
Okay, we're in the second batch. Whatever was posted October 3rd.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. So let's go. Let's change this display that we've got to that. And let's make this full size. And let's open this up here. Oh, no, come on. I want to make sure that we got the full. Display. There we go. Got it. Boom. All right, so I'm going to put this little side by side with you here.
I'm sure there's many other girls on there too.
Yeah, but who cares about them, right? I mean, we're not as interested in them at all. But on the screen, folks can see it. There's the hotel and suites that you guys are going to be at in a little bit. Let's find out where. Come on. So I don't know if anybody can hear this stuff. Oh, there we go. Hold on. All right, I got to turn that down again because we're hearing 2 different screens at the same time. We're going to get it, though. You guys keep watching. I have the other batch going at the same time when we were searching. Okay, so this is the 3rd batch. You're the 2nd batch.
Yes.
And the 2nd batch is the best batch. That's what everybody's saying.
Yes.
They're fantastic. They're the best ones. Everybody's saying it.
Especially that Miss Northern Marianas girl.
All right, so Miss Earth Silver Lining. Is that the theme this year?
That's the theme.
All right, well, that's interesting. All right, so what can you tell me about the Silver Lining theme? What have they told you about it?
You know, that's it. That's all we get.
Really?
Silver Lining, yes. And which I think is a cool thing in itself because you make it what it is for you. And so adapting that to each advocacy is such a fun thing to watch, how each girl's take on Silver Lining is a little bit differently. And it's just so diverse. So I think that's why they give us only those 2 little words and let us run with it however we'd like.
Well, that's Miss Belgium. All right, she's not as interesting as ours. So let's go down and see if we can't do this at, we'll do the playback speed super fast, like
there we
double
go.
speed. We'll wait till we get to where you are. And I might just have to just do the hard forward on this one.
Yeah.
Have you watched this already?
I haven't.
Oh, really?
No, you're in live reaction.
Wow. All right. Well, let's. I'll go back to regular speed, and everybody else can find this in the comments. Don't worry, it's not hard for you to get to this. I'm scrolling through, at least on the bottom. Let's see. I'm just looking for our flag to pop up. Oh, there's Germany, Hong Kong, Iceland, India, Japan, Liberia, Mexico, Nigeria. Oh, there we go. There we go. You're right after Nigeria.
Perfect.
So here, let's give that a listen.
I'm 23 years old, and although I was born in Colorado, at 15 I moved across the world to the northern Mariana Islands. That transition was a profound change, but one I was prepared for. Growing up as a child of divorce meant my life was a constant cycle of change and new relationships. While those moments were often difficult and heartbreaking, they gave me resilience and the grace to adapt. Despite an unconventional childhood, my family shared countless moments of love, laughter, and joy that I treasured deeply. I was blessed with an extremely compassionate father, a strong mother, and 4 siblings who have shaped my life. I found refuge in animals through the many childhood pets whose unconditional love nurtured my compassion. Moving to Saipan marked a new chapter, though. As a teenager, I was struck by the island's beauty and the strength of its people. I hold deep respect for the Chamorro and Carolinian traditions that have shaped these islands for centuries. The community here is profoundly resilient, not only from the scars of war that left their mark on these islands, but also from the natural disasters that have tested their spirit time and again. My journey has been one of resilience, compassion, and purpose for my family, for the challenges that have shaped me, and for the opportunity to grow alongside the people and history of these islands. I am proud to call Saipan my home, and I carry its lessons with me in everything I do.
From an early age, I learned to look at
Oh,
the
and then it
world
goes to
with
Portugal,
gratitude.
which
I
is
grew up-
okay. I mean, Portugal's all right. Thanks,
Portugal.
Yeah. But your video was great. I loved it. And, you know, I like how you walked every dog in Saipan in the video. But the story, you know, you talked about your background and your challenges, and then being born in Colorado, but, you know, growing up here as well. And, you know, your appreciation for the culture, you kind of wrapped up the whole thing. It was great.
Thank you. I tried. It was hard to cut it that quickly, but I could have droned on and on for 10 minutes, so I'm glad they didn't let us do that.
No. Well, and even like you had to have a team. Did you have to prepare all that yourself? Did they give you a camera crew to help you out, or?
They did, thankfully. So they just had me walk around, and then they chose the clips and sent them off, and all I had to do was say what I wanted to say and hope that it made it in.
Nice. The audio sounded really good too. Where'd you do all the voiceover stuff?
In my car.
Really?
Yes. It's the only quiet-ish place I can get.
I didn't hear one bark.
Good. That's what I was hoping.
No, that was fantastic.
I did have to restart a few times with sirens and honking.
What is that one take? You didn't edit it or anything?
No. I mean, I'm sure it's pieced together a little bit better or differently than I said it, but that's one take.
So is that part of what you, is that part of your training, or is that just part of this experience? Had you been doing a lot of that kind of stuff before?
You know, obviously with our social media following with the Boonie Dogs and Boonie Babies Rescue nonprofit, that has something that I've been working on for a long time, is we're constantly having to do voiceovers for videos and presentations. So luckily I have a little bit of that experience to tune up, but I've got the baseline.
That's awesome. Now, as you're getting closer to the big day, when you're departing and then getting to Philippines, are you getting like other people reaching out to you? Are you getting some support for some folks?
Yes, it's been cool to see. I've gotten DMs from the other girls from different countries, so I always feel a little starstruck, even though, I mean, I'm in the same thing, but just to see all these girls pop up in crowns on your DMs, you're like, whoa, what's happening?
It's not that big of a deal. It happens to me all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm still adjusting to it, though, so I do get a little starstruck.
After about 20 years.
Think about how to respond best. And so that's been really fun, is having all of the other girls reach out and be interested in what you're doing as well.
Now, have you looked into like some of the other folks and seen what they're doing and like what their backgrounds are?
There's a lot of cool things out there. I think the most intimidating part I touched on last time I was here is almost all of the girls have been preparing for this for years and have been training since 14 to be Miss Earth's Germany or, you know, whatever country they come from. So that's a lot to look at and try to be on the same level. But I think it's, at least for me, it's more about what you do with the crown than preparing for it. So I'll
like
prepare
that.
the best I can, but I'm not worried about representing the Marianas well.
You're gonna do great. They choose whoever is gonna be the best representation, and you already got that part, and so now we just get to see you shine on the bigger stage. That's what everyone's gonna be excited about.
Yeah.
And what else is going on on your way to it?
So, just a few little updates from our events mentioned last time. I did our coastal cleanup with BECQ. That was a success. It was really fun to see. I wasn't sure that anybody would come. It was on a Friday. It was kind of during working hours and school. So I was like, it's just going to be me and the dogs picking up trash, and that'll be fine. But people came out. And it was really cool to watch. My little brother, unbeknownst to me, his whole Montessori school came. So that was fun to have all these kids running around picking up too. And so that was a success. We were able to clean most of the beach, and I'm sure it'll be right back to where it was, and we can do it all again in a few weeks, which is the beauty and the curse of it. The bingo event that I mentioned last time, canceled. There's some politics there that I have no knowledge of, but no bingo anymore. And instead, there's a Gala for a Cause fundraiser that's being put on by the Miss Earth Northern Marianas production. That'll be October 18th, Saturday, which is
just before you go.
2 days before I go. And it was offered to me to put on this event and ask the community for some help and fundraising for my trip and my supplies, and although that's super generous, it's something that I personally politely declined because I think my responsibility here is to represent the community and serve it. So I'm not interested in taking anything from it at this time. I'm funding my own way, but if anybody would like to come and see me off, I will be there, and I will be supporting the company here in throwing that.
Awesome. Okay, so where is it going to be and everything?
It's going to be at Crown Plaza. From 6 to 10 p.m. And I'm sure it'll be a whole thing. So food, entertainment, we'll see.
All right, so it's the 18th, 6 to 10. How much does it cost to get out there?
That's a great question. I think the ticket prices will be posted.
$1 million.
Yes, exactly.
This crown, these diamonds aren't cheap, folks. You get in there.
Yes, and like I said, I'm good. I don't need anything from this community other than their support and their well wishes and their knowledge of anything they would like me to carry on. But if you would like to support Future Girls or the company itself, who's obviously needs some help to be able to continue providing this opportunity in the future, then this is the way to do it.
That's awesome. And what better place for someone who's wearing a crown than being at Crown Plaza, right? That is
ironic.
Awesome. Where can we find out more information to get these tickets and all that stuff?
Miss Northern Marianas Earth on any social media platform.
Awesome. I love it.
If you're interested, shoot a DM for a ticket and the prices, and I'm sure all that information will be given to you.
See, and maybe you'll get a response from someone who wears a crown. And someone will slip into your DMs, too. See, you can experience all that just by doing it. So that's going to be on the 18th. At 6 o'clock, Crown Plaza. The info, you can find it over at Miss Northern Marianas Earth.
Northern Marianas.
Miss Earth, is that EARF?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool. Okay, there we go. Miss Northern Marianas Earth. I'm clicking on it right now. Oh my God, fancy photo shoot. Look at that. Oh, and you're on our show right now. Look at that. Wow, you guys was that a fan going in the background for this thing?
Yes.
I see the hair flying.
It really was. It was actually not a fan. It was, I don't know if you know Sammy, but she's an incredible photographer that I reached out to for those shots. And she had this amazing helper who was on the ground with just a cardboard slap, just trying to
Really?
get the wind going. It was really hard not to absolutely crack up taking those.
That's awesome. Look at a lot of people are loving it too. Great stuff. And then there's the link to your videos right there as well. We're going to be sharing that a little bit later. That's super exciting. So this is it. It's Gala for a Cause and Sustainable Fashion Show. Yeah. And you guys can get in on it. There's no price listed yet, but guaranteed there's going to be one.
Unfortunately.
Right. Yeah, it's not Gala for free food and drinks. But come on, I like the logo. The logo's pretty fancy too. All right, Exquisite Production. Who's Exquisite Productions?
So that's the company and the people who put this production on here on Saipan.
It's so much better than that other company, Pretty Good Productions. Exquisite Productions is the one you want to go to if you're going to be entering into some kind of a beauty contest and all that stuff. It's more than just beauty, though. I mean, it's the whole package.
It absolutely is.
And we're excited about this. The second batch, here's the thing. All the folks who are in the video that we just watched, that you're in, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, England, Ethiopia, Finland, Ghana, Germany, Hong Kong, Iceland, India, Japan, Liberia, Mexico, Nigeria, Portugal, Scotland, Vietnam, and Zimbabwe. And that's only like 1/3 of the entrants.
Yes.
Unless they come out with a fourth batch of a video. This was only the second batch. So there's 3 of them that are made available right now. The third one just came out 10 hours ago. So it is nonstop. And did they tell you, like, how is that night going to go? Do they have, like, is it something you're going to find out when you get there? Or did they already give you the full lineup of what happens?
No, I am going to be just as surprised as everybody else, I'm sure, because I'm working with basically the same information you are at this moment of I'll be there, but...
I can tell you, when I was Mr. Northern Marianas Earth,
yes, please
we didn't do any of that stuff. Yeah, we just made sandcastles and stuff like that. I was in a calendar. I was wearing like firefighter stuff, you know. But other than that, you know, that was pretty much it.
Yes.
Not too exciting.
Yeah.
We didn't make any money. That's unfortunate. We spent more money.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, well, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Oh, I love it. And the puns are already going. Luisa says it's gonna be awesome. Well done. You get extra points for that one. You've got Karen in there saying, "Good morning, Queen Aria." Ooh.
Good morning.
Oh man, funny story to put in with that. Only because I can, and there's only a couple minutes left or so. But yesterday we were in Tinian, we're swimming, and I was disappointed that one of the kids who goes to school with my kids, he's like, "Hey, Mr. Keone's dad." I'm like, "Dude, I have known you since you were born. You don't know my name?" "No." I'm like, "All right, you can just call me Your Highness." And now that kid just calls me Your Highness.
There you go.
That's the way to go. I didn't need to get a crown, but I'm pulling this off.
That's the way to do it, sounds like.
Do people have to do that to you now?
I don't require it.
I love it. All right, so the big news is the 18th. Yes. That's the big event. Any other big updates to get out there?
That's about it. I'm accepting any well wishes and support and knowledge. I'm definitely going to be stopping by our local library this week and studying up on everything that I could possibly need to know about the Marianas before I have to answer any random questions over there. So that'll be fun. Send your suggestions if you have any books that I should.
I thought you were going to say to get books to balance with. You know, I really thought you were going to go with that one.
2 birds, 1 stone, right?
Perfect. So, you got the necklace. That's a paw.
Yes.
Are you bringing any other, I don't know, props is the right word, or
I wish
accessories?
I could bring a dog. How amazing would that be? And that would definitely help me be more comfortable.
Yeah, when you see all those bougie people with their little frou-frou dogs, you just roll in with the boonie, and you know, it's like,
that's cooler.
Awesome. A patch over one eye, missing a paw.
Yes, exactly.
You know, that's it. All right. How about any shout-outs to anybody who's been helping you along
Definitely
the way?
Everybody who has helped me so far. I mean, Mama Ernie, who's training me right now, has been I don't know what I would do without him, with zero training, trying to catch up to all these other girls. So he's been amazing, and then my family in supporting me and making sure that I don't need to fundraise from this community, and all I can do is support. So that's been amazing as well, and I'm really grateful for that privilege.
Well, I love that the big fundraiser event is going to really go to support the next group of folks who are coming up. So that's absolutely lovely. It's great you're able to do that, and that you're that forward thinking on the whole program. Thanks so much for being on here today.
Thank you for having me.
And being totally prepared for it. I mean, like, it was great. I love watching this progression, seeing where you're going with all of it. What a great adventure this has to be. You know, a great chapter of your life that, you know, one day you're going to look back on and say, can you believe this is what we got to do here in Saipan?
I already feel that way. I wake up and I look at this crown sitting next to all the dog bowls, and I'm like, wow, this is an interesting and exciting adventure.
Where do you keep it? Does it have its own case or anything like this?
It doesn't. I wish it had a case,
How are
because
you gonna
I
travel?
feel, I know, I feel so, I can't believe that it's still intact.
Like,
say the
literally, I
least.
didn't think about that till just this moment. Like
I walk
does it
through
have
the
its own
yard and
case?
I hold it up here so nobody's jumping to grab it, and it goes inside and it goes on the highest shelf, and
But,
I
like,
hope that nobody scrambles up there. And
You don't wear it on the plane, do you?
I mean, you know as much as me. At
Like,
this point,
yeah, I mean,
so.
like, yeah, like going through TSA would be a challenge, right? But like,
I hope not.
Wearing that around, like, you know, you have to go and grab something to eat. You know, anything you have to do in the
I know,
airport.
that's what the books are really for, is the neck strength to carry this.
No kidding. Oh my gosh, traveling and keeping that together and safe the whole trip. That'll be our next update.
Yes.
Find out like what's
that'll
the
be
plan.
the hardest challenge so far.
Awesome. All right. Well, folks, we're going to wrap up today. Unfortunately, we're going to cut the show short only because we have that press conference at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
So we're going to wrap up. We'll play the latest news update for everybody. But any other shout outs or anything to anybody before we wrap up?
I think we're good. Thank you.
I think we're good too. Do you have a favorite dog of all the ones that you have?
Oh, yes. I do pick and choose favorites for sure, and I have to go with my own dog and the longest member in our house, and that's Brandy.
Brandy, she's a fine girl. What a good wife she would be.
Exactly.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on here with us today.
you.
This was just wonderful. It makes my day so much easier, and makes everybody else's show screen look more fantastic. So thanks so much for being here. All right, guys. Here's the latest news update. After that, we're going to wrap up for the day so we can get to that Medicaid press conference at 9 o'clock. We'll be back again live here on the NMI News Service. Just a reminder, we'll be posting the more news as the day goes on, as well as our regular stuff. We're going to get caught up there on the website. And you can watch it whenever we are live, whether it's here in the studio or out for all the press conferences. If you don't have public, or if you don't have social media, or if you have it blocked where you're at, you can watch at nminewsservice.com. That's our website, and it's pretty cool, and it'll be cooler when you're there. All right, folks, we'll be getting you your update right now, including sports.
Hope for peace in Gaza. I'm Kathleen Maloney, Fox News. The remaining 48 Israeli hostages in Gaza could soon be free. Hamas says it is partially accepting a peace proposal from the U.S. and Israel. President Trump reacting outside the White House.
They've been fighting for a plan for years. We get the hostages back almost immediately.
Hamas also suggested it was willing to give up its power to other Palestinians, but did not mention it would surrender its weapons. The president called for Israel to halt its attacks in Gaza Friday, though Israel has continued striking. President Trump celebrating the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Navy at Naval Station Norfolk in Virginia.
It's a true honor to be here with the thousands of our nation's finest sailors at the largest naval facility in the entire world. It's the largest, and I would say, more importantly, it's the best.
Secretary of War Pete Hegseth says servicemen and women have a strong leader in President Trump.
A commander-in-chief who guarantees that you, the warfighters, have everything you need on the high seas to deter our enemies and if necessary, win overwhelmingly.
Hegseth repeating his promise to restore a warfighter ethos to the military. A government shutdown continues after the Senate failed to end it Friday. California Democratic Senator Adam Schiff tells NBC's Meet the Press while Democrats have previously supported keeping the government open, it's different this time.
You have the president and Russell Vogt saying they're going to continue to illegally withhold money. So if we agree to a CR and nothing more, they're telling us we don't plan to abide by it.
Democrats are pushing for a tax credit extension that would help keep health insurance costs from rising. Republicans accuse Democrats of trying to fund health insurance for illegal immigrants, which Democrats deny. America is listening to Fox News.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
At least 2 people were killed, 12 were wounded after 2 rival groups opened fire against each other in Montgomery, Alabama last night. Montgomery Police Chief James Grayboys describes how the situation quickly escalated after the initial gunfire.
When that exchange erupted, multiple people in the crowd, because this was a crowded area, pulled their own weapons and started discharging.
No arrests have been made so far. A reward of $50,000 is being offered for information leading to any arrests. 7 of the victims are reportedly younger than 21 years old. Attorney General Pam Bondi says she plans to appeal after a Biden-appointed judge gave a lenient sentence to the person who pled guilty to planning to assassinate Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Fox's Madison Scarpino has that.
The DOJ wanted to lock up this would-be assassin for at least 30 years, but the judge sentenced the 29-year-old man, who is now transitioning to a female, to only 8 years. Many people are infuriated, especially because of all of the recent political violence, like the recent assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now, on Sunday Morning Futures, Senator Eric Schmidt, who serves on the Senate Judiciary Committee, had this to say.
The idea that you had someone deranged like this trying to take out and murder a Supreme Court justice, and this is all that individual gets, is ridiculous. I think the grounds for appeal are strong.
For weeks leading up to the incident, Nicholas Roski, who now goes by Sophie, did a lot of planning. He wanted to kill Kavanaugh over the Dobbs decision.
He did research. He bought multiple weapons, and he traveled with them across country before eventually calling 911 on himself after seeing Kavanaugh's protective detail guarding his property. I'm Kathleen Maloney. This is Fox News.
Fox Sports Update.
8 teams remain in the Major League Baseball playoffs as the best-of-5 division series round got underway on Saturday. And if Game 1 was any hint, the National League Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and LA Dodgers is going to be a good one. Philly jumped out to a 3-0 lead early, but the defending World Series champs got back within a run, and then on TBS had Teoscar Hernandez at the dish in the 7th with 2 men on.
Got some barrel on that one. It's got some carry, and it is gone. Teoscar Hernandez. He has flipped the scoreboard.
And that would end up being the game winner. LA takes the opener 5-3. In the other National League Series, we had a pair of Central Division rivals. The Milwaukee Brewers, who had the best regular season record in all of baseball, hosting the Chicago Cubs. And while Michael Busch got the Cubbies on the board first, leading off the game with a homer, Milwaukee wasted no time in answering.
Surya laces this one into left field, and the hit parade continues. 2 more come home. 6-1 Milwaukee.
On TBS, the Brewers played 6 in the first and then 3 more in the second as they take Game 1 9-3. Meanwhile, the American League Division Series is being televised on the Fox family of networks. And it was the opener between the Toronto Blue Jays and New York Yankees, who finished the regular season with identical records at the top of the AL East Division, with the Blue Jays owning the tiebreaker. They also had the head-to-head edge, winning 6 of the 7 meetings in Toronto. And even though this game was close for a while, you wouldn't know it from the final score.
Lucas swings, lofts one to the right field corner. It's down. It bounces to the wall. This place explodes.
On Fox, the Blue Jays with 4 runs in both the 7th and 8th innings as they cruise to a 10-1 win, the franchise's first postseason win since 2016. You can listen to and follow the Fox Sports Podcast at foxsports.com or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Greg Thompson.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com. It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.